All right. Without further ado, I'm Jimmy Yeap Thye Liang. I was the SOT alumni in year 2012. Yeah, the graduate of 2012, and I'm currently the founder and CEO of Mintygreen Healthcare Group and FemGuard AI Corporation. So Mintygreen is a senior care company in Malaysia. Now we have 6 locations. FemGuard AI is helping the seniors to age independently at home with all the IoT technology. Next. All right. Before I start my childhood, let me thank Dr. Chi for having our team here, yeah, and also having me to speak a few words to my juniors. Yeah, all of you are very young and fresh. So I believe today the 1-hour session will at least give some impact to you in your future decision making. And I always hope to inspire the younger generations before I expire. So that's what I'm going to do today. Talking about my childhood, so this fat boy, he was a troublemaker, chased out from the class many times because forgot to bring the textbook to the class, and sometimes forgot to do some homework because there are just too many games and anime at home, right? He found it difficult to follow rules in the school, and many times being caned by the teachers. And I was trained by my grandma to be very prudent in spending. I strive hard in study and understand the need to excel academically. So that time I was a very confusing and naughty boy. I don't know what I'm up to. I totally have no idea. And I was born in Penang, raised by my grandma after 3 years old. And this Kyong Ho Primary School, that time I had terrible nightmare because I had a lot of disciplinary issues in the teacher's record. Yeah, so my childhood is full of trouble. Yeah, so next. Great. So after graduated from the primary school in Kyong Ho, I entered into Chong Ling High School, which is a very elite school in Penang. Yeah, I got 6A in my UPSR, and therefore I got enrolled into this good school. So I spent a great 5 years there. Yeah, I met a lot of good friends, and they are still my good friends today. So after Chong Ling High School, I enrolled into TAR College because I achieved a rather satisfactory results in my SPM. I got 9 A's. So I actually used that result to apply for STAR Education Fund. Yeah, and I was interviewed by the Mr. Amos, the previous principal. So I got into TAR College study for free. And I felt very proud of myself being not a so great students during my childhood and teenage years. Yeah, next. All right. Oh, wait. All right, this picture has a lot of meaning to my college years. So that photo on the left, it was the lecture hall in SOT, yeah, School of Technology. And that time, you know, the aircon was very cold in the lecture hall, probably like this, and many of us fall asleep. So it's very common for you all, yeah. But now, it's too bad, I'm gonna wake you all up by listening to my speech, all right? So there was one day, my friend in that same class, who was the guy just beside me with dancing Oppa Gangnam Style. So that guy asked me to join student orientation. He said, Jimmy, why not we just go to become a student leader? You're gonna meet a lot of young fresh grads, it's young freshies, and probably you can know some pretty girls there. So I was very excited. I said, yeah, let's go. We're going to become a student leader. So from that time onwards, I learned how to talk to a group of students and start my leadership journey. Yeah, I wasn't a person that can speak in front of so many people last time, but in this student orientation activity, I actually put myself up to the challenge. Yeah, I stepped out from my comfort zone. I started to lead. I started to inspire the young people. Yeah, and even I dared to dance in front of so many people at the foyer at that time. So I guess our face is very thick. We don't even care. Next. Yeah, I zoom in. All right. So special shout out to Star Education Fund. I successfully sponsored by them in TAR College, and I even being called up to take the oath in front of so many freshies. Yeah, in that year, it was my great honor. Yeah, but that time I was so nervous because standing in front of so many people, and I have stage fright that time. Yeah, it was a great memory. Next. So again, after my diploma study, I enrolled myself into Multimedia University Cyberjaya, where again I tried to apply for degree scholarships because I don't want to spend a penny from my parents to pursue my study. Yeah, I think this is me. I do not want to burden my parents. I always want to give more convenience to my parents. So that's why I tried to study hard and get good grades. So I got a scholarship from Tunku Abdul Rahman Foundation. So we are given monthly allowance plus the full tuition fees plus some development programs in the hotels every year. So it was a very great program, and they even sponsored my master's study in Monash later on. Next. Yeah, so during my university years, I didn't just stay in the classroom. I take on a lot of challenge. I joined many societies and events so that I can train myself to be able to organize things, yeah, to be in a group, and also try to be in the leadership role. So I get my hands dirty. I organize a lot of trips to companies like Intel. There are many corporations, and we did a lot of road shows. So that time, I grew my presentation skills and also the selling skills. Next. Yeah, again, during my university years, I was so grateful that when I enrolled into MMU Cyberjaya, there were quite a lot of exchange scholarships to overseas for me to open my eye. Because until 21 years old, I was never out from the country. So I thought it would be great for me to get a scholarship to travel overseas and learn something. Yeah. So I applied, and the interview was quite intense. Yeah. But again, I was able to convince the interviewer, which are my dean and the senior lecturers, that I will be a good student to be for that exchange program. So again, it's a free trip, a lot of free food, and also allowance for me to enjoy this exchange scholarship. So we visited a lot of big corporations like Toshiba, Sony, and even Panasonic in Japan, and Korea. Yeah, Korea, we went to many huge corporations as well. So that opened my eye to the world. The world is so huge. There are so many opportunities out there. And I want to bring something back to Malaysia. Next. Yeah, the last exchange that I got is Huawei Seeds for the Future. They were looking for some campus ambassadors. I don't know if they are in TAR College, but they are very active in many universities. They try to identify young leaders like you all, yeah, to be able to be their future talents. Yeah, so this is a great program, and I was sponsored by them. But of course, that interview process was tough because I need to compete with all the good students, the highly achievers, yeah, in my college. So MMU sent quite a lot of top students there. But I think why I succeed by representing MMU, because probably they feel my enthusiasm to go to China to learn something, and also my passion to learn about the technology of Huawei and how Huawei can be a bigger corporation in the future. Yeah, they don't only look at my grades, but they look at how I present myself and how I can represent Malaysia in that program. Next. Yeah, successfully graduated from MMU. Yeah, so in fact, that year, I have started my startup. Yeah, that's called 24 Angels Home Care. I started this company because I saw a huge gap in the nursing care for the seniors. My grandma needed this service in Penang, and we were not able to get a good one. So I wrote a proposal, and I sent to my university. They have an entrepreneur development center that they give some grants. So I was given about close to 20,000 of grants to do my market validations, business launching. So that's how I get started to entrepreneurial journey. Next. Yeah, so in fact, for me to start a startup, it was so difficult because I was looking for co-founders. Yeah, and even my lecturers said, you better have co-founders because they can complement you. Probably you don't need to be so lonely, right? So I got a lecturer, which is also a good friend of mine, and the other friend who is good in programming. Yeah, and in fact, we won many competitions in the university. Yeah, like hackathons, business pitching, we won many. So that gave me a lot of confidence. I'm able to do it in future. But just too bad, my two co-founders decided to leave the company because we were just too small. We were not able to pay the salary of these people. Yeah? And probably they don't see the company can grow in the next 2 years. So that was a very bad scenario for me as a startup founder. So from being a student entrepreneur, I need to become a solo founder. So I have no co-founders. I need to take on the challenge myself. Yeah, so it was a big breakthrough when I pitched my idea to angel investment firm in KL. Actually, that was my sixth pitching to them. And I think that time they invested in me because they saw the desire of me want to achieve that success. They also know I'm agile enough to evolve to achieve greatness. Because that time I don't have any products. What I have is just a slide. So when your lecturer asks you to do a good slide, please make sure yourself do a good slide. Because some people just use one beautiful slide. They can exchange for probably 100,000, 500,000 of investment. So don't look down on a simple slide. Yeah, remember. So I used my slide to gain the first seed fund for me to really kick off and hire some interns. Because as a startup, you don't have a budget for a full-time qualified employees. So what you can get is only the interns. So to get interns is also difficult because people don't trust at your company, right? Your company was so small, right? Though you don't have team, there were no proper structure. So some interns join you, probably they just think that, oh, your idea is a bit crazy, fun. So they want to come in and have a look. So there were some first to second batch of interns join us. We would just had some small tables, having meetings and go out and do sales. That's how our life was. I even won some competition in the Ministry of Higher Education. Yeah, the second runner-up for student enterprise. So that given me another boost that I want to grow my company to a bigger scale. Yeah, next. Secured angel investment in 2018. So all these companies, the only two that are still ongoing is La Pasa and our company. But we changed the company from 24 angels to become Mintygreen because we pivoted our business model. Yeah. So y'all can Google La Pasa. They are very huge now. So they belong to our batch 5. Next. Okay. All right. So a quick review of our. You continue to click. Yeah. A quick recap of what we do in Mintygreen. We are solving the problems of the global population. It's aging population now, and the family sizes are getting smaller than ever. You will have lesser children to look after your aging parents, right? Because probably people nowadays, they have only 1 to 2 kids compared to last time we have probably 4 to 5 to 6 children. So you will have a lot of caregivers. So now you don't have that. So we actually come up with a solution to have senior care facilities to take care of all the senior citizens. If they stay alone, they feel the danger to be staying at home alone without their children being present, they can come to our center. We have a lot of great activities, community games for them. So there are a lot of engagement provided to the seniors. Next. Company background. Currently, we have 6 locations. We combine the Sungai Long and Mahkota Ceras branch together to become a mega center. So that center having 58 beds until today. So we want to grow fast enough to be able to achieve the top 3 positions in Malaysia in our industry. So our company grow very fast. We have a lot of new people coming in. Yeah, so a lot of hustling going on for us to grow to that position. So it was never easy. The journey is not as easy as expected because open 1 cafe is probably already very tiring, but you need to open more to secure some top positions in this industry. You need a huge team. You need a huge team, and of course, you need a lot of perseverance. So this year we will add another 2 to 3 locations in other states. Yeah. Just a sneak peek of our core services. We provide senior daycare services, long-term care for the semi-dependent seniors or even bedridden seniors, right? Because some seniors, they are just too weak to walk. They are sick, but nobody at home to look after them. And hospital is not a long-term solution for these seniors. We even have physiotherapy, acupuncture, and Toina in every centers. Okay, good. Yeah, next. Probably we can skip this as well. Skip. All right. Some of the strategic partnerships we have built throughout the 8 years of journey. It was very difficult to get partners because as a startup, people were not sure how long you can survive, and people don't even know who is Jimmy Yeap. So it took me a lot of courage and perseverance to convince them to be our partner, yeah, to put their logo on my website and even extend some help or even some business partnerships. So that experience of doing roadshows in the universities or even selling insurance during my uni times, that helped me a lot to go out to reach out people that I want to extend collaboration. I was not shy to present myself to all these people, including TAR UMT. Yeah, I emailed TAR College for many times, actually. Yeah, but no reply for many years. So yeah, it's again a matter of perseverance. Then one day I met Miss Lu in Mama Kim nearby. Then I said I was doing this business and I was interested to come back to uni and do some collaborations, be it talent, recruitment, or even some activities. So that's how Miss Lu connected me to Dr. Chi, and Dr. Chi connected me to the principal, I guess, yeah. So that's how the connections being linked up. It's not so easy like you email somebody, you say you want to build partnerships, they will build for you. It's not that easy. But you need to persevere probably for many years, then only you'll get it. So that's how we get all these partners. Yeah, next. Yeah, some of the branches that we have now. Sungai Long is the first commercial shops that we convert to become a senior care center. Yeah, we started with just 3 shops, and I still remember when I stepped into that rows of shop, nobody wanted to open shop there because that area was so isolated. Nobody wants to do their business there. But for me, I look at it differently. Their rental price is very cheap, and my business does not need a lot of footfall like the shopping malls. We are operating senior care services. Probably a commercial shop that is not so happening, a bit isolated, is suitable for my usage. So that's why many people say you need to have your own perspective, your own judgment on what is suitable for you and what's not. You need to look at things differently, yeah? Not how the others are telling you. Because there were so many people say, Jimmy, this row of shops is dead. You don't go there. Nobody goes there, right? It's a crazy location. But I decided to just go all in, and now we are taking up at least 8 shops now. So it's a very good decision, and I still maintain my operating expenses low because of the low rental price. Okay, next. Yeah, next. Yeah, again, this area, another breakthrough. This area was dead because surrounding area was very rundown. You know, a lot of what do you call that? The mud run pit. Yeah, a lot of mud run pit nearby there. So totally cannot imagine I will operate a senior care center at that area. But today I proved to them we can do this. We can make it happen despite your surrounding area. Because inside we renovated it and we put in our resources, and the interior design is also suitable for the seniors. So they don't even look at the outside. Yeah, next. This in Klang. Next. Then finally, I decided to expand my business back to Penang because I was born and raised here until 21 years old before I left for my university. And I thought I can do something for my hometown. Then I started to look for a local investor, yeah, to help me grow another 2 locations in Penang within a span of 2 years. So 1 year, 1 year, 1. Yeah, next. Yeah. So this is the latest outlet that we have. This is the first time I hire interior designer, because all the previous outlets, the interior designer, it was me, because to save costs. So that's how startup works. You don't get everything on your first day of business or even your first 3 years, unless you get a lot of investment from maybe your close relations. Yeah, we do get, but we get smaller investment and some bank loans. Next. Yeah. So this is the MG Wellness Hub that we have completed in the Sungai Long branch. So we combine 3 services under one roof: mental health, TCM, and even physiotherapy under the single roof beside our centers. Yeah, and now we started to take a lot of concerns into the designs. We appreciate how the designs and the vibes, yeah, given to our customers. Next. Okay, we even have a central kitchen preparing food for the seniors. Yep. Okay. TCM clinic is a supplementary intervention for all my residents. Yeah, being given some of them, they actually like TCM. Next. Mental health has been growing progressively for the past few years, and I have a great belief that mental health will be a very important service moving forward for the group. All right. So just to share how an ordinary guy like me, yeah, can achieve some results throughout my uni years or even my entrepreneurial journey. In fact, I was never the brightest student in the class. I was never. If you go and ask my classmates, probably they will feel shocked that I'm an entrepreneur today because I was never the best student. Yeah, and even in my high school time, I'm just an ordinary student. But I think what makes the difference is that I really persevere. I had great determination. After I failed many times, I will never ever give up. I will continue to hitting on it, knocking on the door, and do a lot of follow-ups. So I think that's what made me achieve some of the good results here. So I was with the Minister of Education at the time, Dr. Masli. I represented MMU and we achieved this award. Next. Yeah. And this Oriental Daily just came to us without any charges because they just feel so interesting, yeah, to have such a young chap graduated and open a senior care center. It was a wow factor for them. So I was featured in their news and I said, this is the future for the Malaysia, and we need more senior care center, and we need more young people to go into this industry and do a lot of revolution. Yeah. So, in fact, I hope that we can be the game changer in the senior care industry of Malaysia and even Southeast Asia. Next. Yeah. Then, with all these small milestones that I achieved, there were some universities started to extend invitation to me to do some sharing to their students. Yeah, because those lecturers, they were Tunku scholars. Because Tunku scholars, we were from different universities. So they actually saw how my startup grew from just a one-person entrepreneur, which is me, until the team that I have today. Yeah, we have at least, I think, 85 headcounts today, just from a one person last time. So they saw that progress, and they feel it's very interesting to share to their students. Next. Yeah, I'm very honored to be featured on their website as a notable alumni. They actually sponsored me to study electrical and electronic engineering, but I didn't know why I ended up in senior care center, but of course I saw the opportunity and I was passionate in senior care. So whatever I learned in the engineering, I think it still applied to my business because we were trained to have good critical thinking and analytical skills. So that's what made me to be the notable alumni. Next. Yeah, okay, next. All right, so I will be sharing some of the great quote from very renowned mentors. I think you all should pay a lot of attention to these people's quotes because they actually inspire me to become who I am today. Yeah, definitely no easy feat. The first one is Ubuntu. What does Ubuntu mean? It means I am because of you. So Nelson Mandela was jailed because he was fighting for a lot of social rights, right, in the country. And then, long story cut short, I am because of you. That means I am who I am today because of all the team members I have. So in fact, taking care of your team members is never easy. It's difficult. It's a difficult task because our company now has grown to 85 or even in the future 100. So to take care of everyone, every single one, to the very highest level, it was never easy. I was still learning, but today I want to thank all the members behind me for making me who I am today. Yeah, next. The grit in me. Yeah, so this word play a very important role in my success today. I failed many times, multiple times. I overcame a lot of challenges, but there were never a time I feel I want to give up. Because I know if I give up now, I will regret forever. Yeah. So grit is the word you all must take away today from this talk. Yeah. Grit in Chinese is called 坚持. You need to 坚持 for no matter what. Even if you fail your exam, you're gonna retake again, right? Or even you fail in your business, maybe you can start over again. Next. Dig deep, deeper, and dig even deeper. So when we do something, we need to dig a lot deeper. Yeah. In the society nowadays, you have to be specialized in the things you are good at. For me, I am a specialist in senior care because I'm in the business for almost 9 years now. So most people know me because of I'm in the senior care industry. Yeah. So for any young students like you all, when you want to pursue something, make sure you pursue single-mindedly, focus, and really go deep into it. You need to give yourself at least 1 year to try that things out before you give up and switch. So you must dig really deep. Next. Okay. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So John C. Maxwell was a great leadership mentor. He actually taught how the entrepreneurs or even the MNC CEOs to guide and lead the employees. It was difficult. So he actually said every CEO go into the office is not just working. So what he actually entered the office to do is to talk to every people. So that's what I'm trying to do a lot now. I go to office, I talk to almost everyone within the time that I have. So my time with the employees are very precious. So every time when I walk into the office, I say, hey, come to my room, and then we have a talk. I want to know what happened to you and what challenges you have. Next. Do not chase after the money. So this quote, it also influenced me in many ways. Maybe it's time for me to ask some question. Any of you want to try, what does it mean when you do not chase after the money? This was shared by my mentor, and that had a great impact on me. You want to try?
It means that you chase your idea but not money. Do what you love.
Yes. Very close. Very close. Yeah. Somebody want to try? Do you want? Anybody want to raise your hand and share what is your perception? Do not chase after the money. So that's what happened in the Asian countries when we want to ask questions. Usually the students, they don't dare to ask. Actually, there's no right or wrong answer. Nobody even judge you. The person who judge you is yourself. Always remember that. Nobody cares. So you can talk crazy ideas. Yeah. So if you can become that level, probably you will be a successful one in the future. So, okay, let me just share with you, in business, the more you chase after the money, the more you don't get it. Because in order for you to get the money, you need to create value for your customers. So always focus on creating values instead of chasing the monies. So that's so important. For young people, usually when they choose a job, they will look at the salary first, right? That's your first criteria. But I want to tell you, probably that is a red alert. Because you need to look at the prospects of the company and probably how far the company can go, or even how much you can contribute to the company. Because if you get, let's say, 5,000, right, you are being placed in a small department in a huge corporation, you have difficulty to climb the ladder, I'm going to tell you. If you join a small company, probably give you 3.5 or 3.8K for fresh grad, but you are being tag along with the CEOs to meet a lot of business partners, even the government officials. You meet a lot of people. The opportunity is even bigger. So that's the difference. You must know who are the person, what character you belong to. But I didn't say entrepreneur is the only way to succeed. I didn't say that because I need to make the remarks that I also have a lot of friends. They are the professional people, very successful. They never are entrepreneurs. Yeah, entrepreneur is just one of the journey that I've choose, and I really enjoy it because I have contributed a lot to the society, and we created a lot of job opportunities. Yeah. So before you chase after the money, you chase the value. So when you got the value right, the money will come. It's just like iPhone or even concert, right? Why you spend 1,000 to go and see some celebrities? Because they give you the emotional value that you want to pay them 1,000 or even more. So when you have that value, the money will come to you. So all the students try to focus on upgrading yourself, improve your skills, your social skills, your technical skills, and your presentation skills. When you have all these skills, money will come to you. Probably people will even invest in your business idea, or you will be given a very good position after you graduate. Yeah, so take note on that. Next. To win big, you must be ready to lose big. So I still remember Huawei, after I came back to Malaysia, they offered me a very good position, yeah, in a company with 4,000 salary as a start in 2016, yeah, and I rejected it straight away, yeah. But there were so many friends said, "This guy, you are very stupid. You should take it and then only do your business." And I said, "No. If I take the salary now, I will commit all my time to doing Huawei's job, and I'm not able to focus on my startup. Although my startup only can pay me 2,000 ringgit per month, and I need to take 2,000 ringgit for the next 2 years. So I decided to sacrifice the Huawei's offer and go for my own startup, which pay me 2,000. So the lessons from this is that you need to ready to lose big so that you can achieve bigger things, right? You sacrifice something for the short-term gain, but you gain bigger gain in the future. So now, some of the Huawei people, they saw me, "Wow, Jimmy, within such a short span of time, you open so many outlets. I very admire you." Then I said, "No, it's just that time I decided to not go to Huawei's job and focus. That's how I get it." Yeah, next. Walk the road less traveled. Why I say walk the road less traveled? Because I think among all my batches of graduates, I think only 1 or 2 people walk the road of entrepreneur because there were just a lot of uncertainty. And most of my friends, they are scholars, Tokyo scholars, right? Or even star education scholars. Actually, scholars, they don't want to take risks. Not even a single small risk. So I think I'm the weird ones that really being a scholar but also want to take risks. Yeah. I told myself being a scholar doesn't mean I cannot do business. And I proved to them today, actually scholars can do business. If you can think out the box, you're willing to take manageable risks, right? Actually, risk can be managed. It's just look at how you do things and structure the process. Yeah. So walk the road less travel. That made me the youngest entrepreneur today to be in the senior care industry. Next. To win the game is to stay the game as long as possible. So life is not a sprint. Can I have a show of hand who knows Usain Bolt? Nobody know Usain Bolt? 1, 2, 3. Oh, so all of you never watch Olympic. So I think in the generation today, you also need to know a lot of outside news so that when you do socializing with a lot of people outside, you have the topic to talk about, right? So that's how for you to improve your socializing skill. You need to know a lot of things. So Usain Bolt is a sprinter, 100 meter, right? But business is never a sprint. It's always a marathon. Until today, we are still in the business and we will continue to be. Because the longer you stay in the game, that means that your company is willing to take on a lot of challenges, a lot of future growth. So people will ask you, Jimmy, wow, your company now 8 years, then the next year 9, then another year 10, 1 decade. Not many businessmen can survive, or endure all the challenges for the 10 years. So when you reach so many years in the business, your reputation and your branding will be up there. People trust you. People give you a lot of opportunity. For employment, if you continue to progress yourself or you help the company to achieve greatness, they will appreciate you. So to win the game is to stay in the game as long as possible. Remember that. Next. Jack of all trades, master of none. We have seen a lot of people now, we still have some time. Jack of all trades, master of none. That means this guy not only want to be an accountant, he also want to do F&B business, he also want to be a startup entrepreneur, he also want to be a lecturer. Anybody of you have friends like this, want to be everything? What? I have a few. So during my university times, there were some friends, they want to get the best of everything. So eventually, they can't focus on a single thing. So you don't get anything in the end. Because everyone everyone is given 24 hours a day. So how much you can allocate for every single items, right? You want to get all the best things in the world. So why not you just focus on one thing and do it to your best and be the specialist in it? Yeah, like you go to the war with just one short knife or even a dagger, they can kill a lot of people. Instead of you taking 6 weapons and go to the war, probably you can't even hit one. So that's the lesson. Next. Opportunity and threat. Maybe I just pick somebody to share with me what is opportunity, all right? Can I have the student that arrived the earliest today to come and share what do you understand about the opportunity? Yeah, actually it's the girl over there. She's still writing her homework. Do you mind coming down and just share a bit what do you understand about this? Yeah. So if you do not dare to even come down to share, in fact, in your future employment, you will face a lot of difficulties. Because most of your superior will ask you to come down and do some sharings, town hall meetings. Anybody want to come down and share? We don't judge you. Maybe this is a time for you to step out of your comfort zone. The guy, do you want to try? Just come down here. Nobody cares. Come on. Yeah, you. Yeah, just share what you understand about opportunity and threat. Yeah. Maybe today is your nightmare, but after you look back 5 years from now, you'll be saying, oh, you did a great job.
Opportunity and threat.
Yeah, what do you understand about opportunity and threat? Yeah, you can share them.
Opportunity means 机会.
Yes. Okay. What is the interlink between opportunity and threat? What is the connections? What's the connection? Get some water.
Both have chances. However, opportunity.
Do you know what is 危机? Mandarin called 危机. So when there's 危, there's 机. You understand? Maybe you can share.
When that is way, that is T. But
Doctor, do you want to help your student? Yeah, you can handle it. Or you want your friend to help you? Do you want?
机会.
Oh, the girl want to come and help you. Yes, good. Come here.
I try to use Mandarin. Is it okay?
Yeah, you can use Mandarin. No problem.
opportunity 是可以算是机会 ，trade 是可以算是威胁，也就是讲说危机也可以是转机。
对 ，Wow,
对
a round of applause, man. 哇，厉害厉害厉害。So you learned something today. So in Chinese we call 危机，有危就有机。So do you all remember when the COVID era, a lot of glove companies, healthcare companies, pharmaceutical companies, even Zoom come out from nowhere to become $1 billion company. So don't look at threat as a threat. You look at threat as an opportunity. But do remember when there's opportunity come to you, you need to assess that opportunity, if the opportunity has threat or not. So it's always the yin and yang, right? You must understand everything has its pros and cons. So thank you to the two students just now. You all step out of your comfort zone, and probably in your future employment, you will not be shy to share things to all your colleagues. Yeah, good one. Next. My most inspired personality are, all right, questions. There are 4 faces here. Yeah, can I get 5 more minutes, doctor? Okay. Any of the face that you're familiar with, raise your hand. Just one, you just need 1 or 2, then you raise your hand. How many? Nobody knows a single face? You know, right? Okay, you? 2. No more? Oh, I asked my staff. Any faces that you know? What? The third one, good. At least you know who is the owner of Starbucks, the founder of Starbucks. No? No more? Okay. So you only have like 3 people in the classroom who knows who are the faces here. So I think after this class, you all should really go and read news, read some business magazines, even listen to some business podcasts. Because if you don't know these business giants, it's not helpful, yeah? You must be really know these business titans. All right, yeah, going into Alan Zeman. So Alan Zeman, have you all heard of Hong Kong Lan Kwai Fong? Lan Kwai Fong, have you all heard of it? It's a pub area, nightlife, right? Actually, the founder is not a Hong Kong people. It's this guy, Alan Zeman. So he said, I look at things for not what they are, I look at things for what they could be. So that means if I look at this thing as a very rundown place, right? Most people will say, oh, this is a rundown place, cannot be a goal. But he actually think the other way. He want to change a very thing of poor condition into a goal. So that's how Lan Kwai Fong become. It's a famous destination for all the tourists, right? So this guy greatly inspired me into taking all the locations that I showed you just now. A lot of places people think not possible, very bad, but I managed to turn it around to become a place where I can take a lot of shops and even able to get other shops to come and stay beside me. They become my neighbors. So you have to think this way. Next. Bruce Rockowitz. Do you all know Coco Leeuwen? Yeah? Yeah? If you all don't know business people, maybe you should know some celebrities. So if not, you don't have topic to talk to people. So he is the husband of Coco Lee. So this guy, he's a very successful businessman. He is the CEO of Lee & Fong. So there are many brands in the shopping mall now actually produced by this company. So this guy said, choosing business partners is like a marriage. You hope to do it forever. So I believe most of you choose your girlfriend or boyfriend very in a detailed way. You don't simply choose, right? You are very particular. So when we choose business partners or even your life partners, you must be very particular with it because you hope to do it forever. You don't want to do it for just 1-2 years, then you're bored already, then you'll break up or divorce. So business is the same thing. You need to choose in a very particular way. So until today, I'm still a solo founder. I'm still looking for the right business partner to come in who have the same value and vision. Next. Okay, we're almost at the end. Howard Schultz. How many of you try Starbucks before? Raise your hand. Starbucks coffee. Okay, maybe I just changed the other way. How many of you haven't tried Starbucks coffee before? Raise your hand. 1, 2. How many haven't tried? 1, 2. So 2 of you haven't tried. All right. So means Starbucks is not targeting everybody because some customers they just don't like. A quality of leadership that has been undervalued is being vulnerable. Many of people think that CEO must be the smartest people in the hall. It must be the most talented people in the company. Actually, it's not. Sometimes being vulnerable, showing some of your weaknesses to your team is the way of leadership. Because you need to tell people that there are some weaknesses you need others to cover for you. So being vulnerable is a very important element. So 2 of you haven't tried Starbucks. So how many of you haven't tried coffee bean? Raise up your hand. Well, you never tried anything. Actually, sometimes you just try and go in and see how their coffee tastes like and how the service, so you can learn from them. It's part of the business. Next. So the last Asian face that I have in my mentor list is Jensen Huang. Anybody haven't heard of, anybody heard of NVIDIA before? Raise your hand. 1, 2. Yeah, I think this row of people never raise your hand. I don't know if you heard of Jensen or not. So if you don't heard of, it's a very big warning for you. Because in the business news, Jensen Huang now is the most discussed people. Is the most discussed entrepreneur in the world. He created the AI chip, which will influence the world. NVIDIA is a huge brand. So as a business school student, you need to know who this guy is. So this guy is a Taiwanese, but raised in US, right? So this guy, I wish upon you students ample doses of pain and sufferings. So what does it mean of these pain and sufferings? When we want to achieve greatness, if you want to be highly successful, you need to suffer. There's nothing being achieved without having a lot of sufferings, right? So struggle, it means you're growing. If you don't struggle, you're feeling relaxing and happy and contented now, probably you're not growing. So for me, I have endured a lot of pain and sufferings. So that's why we achieved some good results now. So, but for all of you fresh grads, while you're young, please take a lot of pain and sufferings so that you can grow to become a better person. Yeah, trust me. You won't be highly successful people if you don't struggle. Okay, so I wish upon you ample of sufferings. Next. Okay, next. All right, so before I end the talk for Q&A, in fact, this is the entrepreneurial life cycle. So we started from a courtship where I just started to know how senior care industry is like. I built relationship with the business and I started to understand. So now we are in the stage of go-go stage. We have passed the infancy stage because infancy was the time that I started to do a lot of sales, hire interns. Now we are at least a small, medium enterprise now. We need to grow fast enough to go into the next stage, which is adolescence. So when we reach adolescence, we need a lot of structures and processes, yeah, to help us grow to the next stage. So this is something you all can check out as a business student. You need to know this. If you go to some company, you tell them you know this, you're going to help them. Next. All right, so of course, our company growing fast. We have a lot of opportunities in KL, Penang, Johor Bahru, and even Singapore, right? So we have presence in all these areas, and even Kuantan planning. So you can look for us in this QR code if you want to come and join us when you're doing your internships or even fresh grads, right? We will grow our presence in every single state available in Malaysia. And even Singapore, we are working with some co-living partners to provide senior living services. Next. All right, maybe just 2 Q&A, then we will end the session. Anybody want to ask me questions? Because I was like you all, sitting at the, sitting there and then want to ask questions. You want to try?
No question.
No questions. Anybody? One, two, three. Actually, people like your stage have many question marks. Probably you don't know what you don't know. Oh, good one. Can you just come down? You just come down. You're loud enough. Okay, you can try there and make sure you're loud. All right, great. So in fact, there are many businessmen, their biggest motivation is money. Okay, I won't deny that. But for me, instead of chasing after the money, I have the satisfaction of doing things from 0 to 1. I actually created all this without any capital. If I really want to share with you, it's all by investment funds. I just do some slides. Of course, it's a very good slide, and I go to convince these people that we're gonna make this happen. We're gonna be the biggest player in the senior care industry in this decade. And so they actually trust us and empower us to do this business for many years until now. So the journey of doing something from maybe just 1-2% to 100 to 1,000 headcount, that satisfaction is just more than the fun of or the satisfaction of money. Yeah. So in Chinese we call 成就感. That accomplishment is so great. So now I'm very proud to share my journey to all single people that I meet every day, because I literally started without any capital. Yeah. So but I managed to get it through. Yeah. One question. Thank you for your question. Good one. One last one before we end. What's that? Oh, fail. Failure. Oh, a lot. That's a lot. I fail so many times in my life because we have a very short time, so I didn't share how I fail. Okay, so now I'm gonna share you a lot of my failures. I set up a chicken rice store in my university with a chicken rice guy. Yeah, because I thought I can sell chicken rice to all the students, to all my friends. But what I didn't realize is that I didn't do my homework. Because during sem break, the whole campus is empty. But we still need to pay rental. So after 6 months, we're going to close up. Because probably 6 months, we only operate like 4.5 months. And you know, Friday, after class, after 12, everyone go back to hometown. So I didn't do my proper study, so that was a big failure. Yeah. But I didn't put up capital as well. So that guy partnered with me because I'm able to bring them into the campus and I help them to do setup. So again, I provide my service. So actually, if you want to provide your service, right, your service is exchangeable to the share capital. So we call it sweat capital. If you go to Google, sweat capital, you can exchange for money. Then the second failure is I was an insurance agent. I think maybe some of you think of want to become an insurance agent, right? Anybody of you want to become insurance agent? You can raise your hand. No. Because probably you can see a lot of social media, they flash their sports car and how big is their house, right? So that's what happened for the past 20 years. Every time they want to recruit people like you all, they're going to flash their cars and house. So this formula never fails. So, but insurance agent is a very good training ground. I help a developer to sell a property in Nilai in KL. So after 1 month, I didn't manage to sell a single unit and there was no basic pay. So luckily, I had the monthly allowance to support my food and also rental. So I was deeply sad that I can't even sell a house. It's not as easy as you thought, right? And I followed the wrong leader. We got the bad project. So that project was in a very weird location. So it's very hard for you to sell. And then after I fail, insurance agent is after the property, right? After I become a fail in the property, then I go into insurance. Because insurance people said, oh, very easy, like you just go for your uncle and auntie, right? Sell them insurance. Actually, it's not so easy. Because when you go to your auntie and uncle, right, you say, auntie, uncle, I want to share with you, let's say, Hong Leong insurance. What do you feel? they will feel scared, you know. They will run away. They'll say next time, next time, next time. So in fact, tackle your relatives and friends actually is not the best choice. The best choice is to tackle the strangers who just get to know you. Because strangers, they don't have expectation of you. They don't know how you behave in the class, right? So maybe some of you now sleepy and behave badly. But at least when you go to sell insurance with a stranger, you are completely a blank paper. They don't even know your track records. So you can easily sell them. But you need to build that relationship, and you need to have the patience. So I lack of patience at that time. Because I can't close an insurance deal, then I give up. So I think 3 failures now already. So I think the magic number is 3. You need to fail 3 times, though only the 4th time you will be successful. Yeah, so the 4th time I managed to write this proposal, right, to submit to my university, and I really get it. Because I was so good in a presentation and convinced the judges for them to give me the money to start the business. Yeah, so 3 times, remember? So you better fail in the university now before you go out to the working world. Yeah? Okay, all the best. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jimmy, for all this very interesting and inspiring sharing.